What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Wednesday, humping day. This week is flying by, man. Soon it's going to be noon on a Saturday, and we're going to stomp some nits. So anyways, don't forget, hit the buckeyecast.com. Everything's on sale there. Also, I wanted to get your guys' feedback, especially you guys that are like regular subscribers and viewers of this channel, because I posted a poll here on YouTube on Tuesday, and I wanted to know if you would be interested in the film breakdowns if I had to put them behind a paywall for, like, say, $4.99 a month, $5 a month, because YouTube made me take them all down off of my YouTube channel. So I have them. I just have I want to share them with you guys and stuff, and going forward I want to keep doing them every week. So we're only halfway through the season, plus going to have at least one bowl game, possibly playoffs, so it could be 9 videos there. So anyways, I wanted to get your interest. If you guys are interested in that, I'd love to keep doing them. So let me know if you're interested, and I can get that up and running here right after this weekend's game, and I can go back and do the ones that I had to remove and take down. But blame YouTube. It's not my fault. They don't like it when you use the TV copy and add, commentary to it. It's not enough. So whatever. My thoughts on YouTube. If it wasn't the only real option, I would not use it. But I want to make things easy on you guys too. So let me know. Go vote in that poll, yes or no, if you'd be interested. So check it out on it. Just go to my channel and go to the posts. It's a poll. It should be the top one under the posts. So thank you. So today we're talking Ryan Day press conference, talking about highlights, and he was asked about injuries and all that crap. So did I mention October 18th, 2023? Okay, good. All right. So question number one is on Kyle McCord taking care of the ball and not making mistakes when he's under pressure. Here's Coach Day.
Yeah, the number one most important thing is the football, and that's going to be the way this weekend. It's a huge part of the game, and we got to take care of the football across the board. We got to make great decisions, and know when to cut your losses. Have a plan for when it goes, the way that you expect it to, but have a plan for when it goes, sideways. And I think it's really what you have to do every time you go into a play is, okay, here's what we expect. When it doesn't go that way, I might have to be in a management situation, which is, let's not make bad plays any worse. And that's all part of playing the position.
All right. Next one up is the use of more motion. You saw more motion by the backs, receivers, everybody against Purdue. What was the thought behind that?
Yeah, I think every week we want to keep adding more and growing. There's give and take to everything that you do. You want to give the guys a clean plan. You want them, when you move something post-snap, like you said, or pre-snap, like you said, the pictures change. It changes for the guys up front. It changes for the quarterback. There's always a give and take, but then it also changes the picture for the defense as well. So, every week we'll try to add more and more different wrinkles, keep adding to what we think can stress out defenses.
All right. And what was with Kyle appearing to throw off his back foot quite often? Was that reacting to pressure, like a blitz, or was that just bad mechanics?
I think there was a little bit of both going on. I think they brought, one more. You saw some zero pressure, and anytime that happens, we'll certainly see some of that this week, where they bring one more than you can block. And when that happens, sometimes you do have to drift away from the extra defender to buy yourself enough time for the receivers to get open. And in that moment, you may take the ball a little bit off the ball to allow the receiver to react. But there were other times where that wasn't the case, where, like you said, there was either a breakdown in protection, which certainly the O-line has their part of it, but also it's it's just tight ends, it's the running backs, it's everybody involved. There were some times probably where we're drifting a little too much.
Okay, so maybe a little both. Also, everybody else not picking up their pass protection. Good job, guys. Thanks. Anyways, next up we got building confidence with Kyle. Seems like he's getting a little bit more confident at the quarterback position.
Yeah, I think you're trying to build the confidence up, and you're trying to challenge everybody, but certainly Kyle to grow in certain areas, and he's responded well to that. I think he's responded well to the challenges. I mean, this challenge that we have this week is going to be a big one. I mean, this is a very good team, very good defense. Certainly well documented that they're the best defense in the country statistically. Have a lot of guys returning off of last year's team, so he knows we got to have a great week, and that's for everybody on the team. We got to have a great week of preparation, obviously.
All right, next up, let's talk about Penn State's defense coming up.
Top offenses.
Well, you know what they are coming off of last year. They're a very, very good defense, and you can see the turnovers they're creating, and they played against some solid teams. It's not like they haven't played against anybody. They played against some Big Ten teams, and you can just see the one-on-one matchups. And then also, like you said, coming off of last year, I mean, these guys have played before, and some veteran guys on that side of the ball. So I mean, they're a very good defense.
All right, and what about games like this?
Just like every week, yeah. It's just when you're in games like this, as we know, it could come down to one play. So everything is amped up. The consequences are higher, the stakes are higher, and that's the way you want it. We've already been in one of these games this year, but it's just a reminder when you get in these types of games.
Okay, we got to talk about Dallan Hayden now. What's the plan? What do you like about him? We'll get into the plan here in a minute, but what do you like from what you saw on Saturday from Dallan?
Yeah, I thought when the ball was in his hand, he did some really good things. I thought our O-line opened up some better holes, but Dallan ran hard as well. I thought once he got through the line of scrimmage, he got up to the safeties, and one run in particular, he really lowered his shoulder and ran the safety over, which I think he's number 31 for Purdue's a really good young safety, and he finished that run really well. So that was probably his best run. But you saw his feet move in the hole, and that was great, especially for somebody who hasn't really played this year. No, I think again that the best thing that Dallan does is when the ball's in his hand, and he does a nice job with that. I mean, there's certainly more to it than that, but we're happy with how he played on Saturday.
All right, and we're also all dying to know. I'm sure you're going to give us a detailed breakdown of every injury and everybody that's injured, right? Damn it.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into all those guys, but hopeful that we'll have all those guys back for Saturday.
Okay, so the Scarlet out this week at noon against the Knits. Penn State coming in. What is the motivation? What is the plan for the fans?
I think the first thing is, I know I talked to Gene about this, and one of the biggest things that he mentioned to me was getting everybody in the stadium early. We want to do that. We've done that in the past, just to set the tone. But this is one of those games that we've got to really create a hostile environment for Penn State, in particular their offense. When we're really loud in the stadium, anytime that their offense has the ball, it makes it very difficult to operate. The communication, the snap count, all of those things. And so the louder we can be, it doesn't matter whether it's third down, red zone, short yardage. If they're operating and they're on the field, the louder we can be, the more hostile that we can be, advantage Buckeyes. So that's really one of the things this week that I'll be talking about, because this is a big game, but we got them here in the shoe, and let's make it as loud as we possibly can.
All right. Get there early, folks. It's my message to you and from Coach Day. I'm kind of his go-between between you guys and the coaching staff. Just wanted to let you know. Anyway, let's talk about Mecca and his production.
I thought Xavier, graded out a champion. He played well in a lot of areas. He's very versatile for us. You saw him doing a lot of things, running the ball, catching, blocking. And, when you have veteran guys like that who can do many things, you do have to get creative. You have to figure out ways to kind of make it work because ultimately nobody cares. You got to figure out a way to get it done.
All right. So X-Man's got to get in there and get it done if Emeka can't go. Okay. Now the plan for Dallan Hayden. Are we going to redshirt him? What is the plan going forward?
I mean, we're still going to do what we think is best to win every game. And it was great to see Dallan run out there and play well in the game. So, when that decision has to be made, we'll make that decision. That decision doesn't have to be made right now because we still have a little bit more wiggle room. But, if it comes down to winning games, then certainly, we'll sit down with Dallan and make sure we're all on the same page. But I know Dallan wants to play and Dallan wants to do what's best for himself, but also for Ohio State.
All right. So then what's the issue? What's holding Dallan back from playing? Is it still the ball security thing that you were talking about last year?
No. I think, like you said, I mean, the number one job of running back is take care of the ball. I think you can check that box, for Dallan. So that's been great. And so the more opportunities he gets, the better he's going to be. And so we'll see how this week shakes out.
All right. That doesn't really clear up much, but anyway. How about the new red zone package with Devin Brown?
When you get down into those type of situations, the numbers start to work against you on offense, and when you add the quarterback into it, it can change those numbers. But the great thing about Devin is that he can throw the ball well. You've seen the throw he made to Brandon at the end of the game. So he's not just a running quarterback. However, he is big, strong, and athletic and competitive. And so we, had been messing around a little bit with it, but felt like going into that game with the weather situation, at least the forecast about midweek, we can't get caught in a situation like we had in the past maybe. So that was part of it. And then we added that down in the red zone and felt like it was a good package schematically and wanted to let Devin go and kind of get his feet wet in that area and flush out any possible mistakes that may happen. I thought he ran hard. I thought he competed. I think he, hopefully learned his lesson there on that one, but it certainly does give us a different wrinkle, and we'll continue to build on that package.
Okay, great. How about that the Kyle Curry push on the 3rd and 1 play?
Yeah, I mean, there's pluses and minuses to everything that you do, and we try to. We don't just have one or two plays in those situations. We have a handful of things that we work on, things that we save, things that, we try to grow upon, things that, we do in a game that we try to have a counter off of it, all those types of things. And so we felt like that was a good moment to get that right there and secure that first down. And we'll keep looking at ways to do everything we can to get that yard or two in short yardage.
Okay, and let's talk about the more emotional Ryan Day this year.
I think this team likes to get coached hard. I do. I think they do, and this is a great team that can get pushed, and I just they respond well. And this is a tough game. There's a lot riding on every game, and we know that. And so it's my job to bring it every week, every Saturday, and push as hard as I can. But for the most part, it's thought out beforehand. I'm not just flying off the handle. Although I guess every once in a while, I guess I would. But I think the guys like to see the passion. I think they like to see that part of it, and so. It's my job to bring that, and I'm going to continue to do that.
All right. And how about Kyle running the ball on a little, was it read option? Yeah, it was a read option. He kept the ball.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good to see him get that pull. You can see he's capable, and then the next play gets the sneak, like you said. So, if we can add that part to the game, that certainly helps us a lot. And so we're going to keep challenging Kyle as well to do that.
All right. So is it still a mystery to you how good this team can be?
State.
Well, yeah, I was going to say you probably said about a lot of teams right now across the country, maybe. I mean, so I don't know. I don't know if I have a good feel for who we are as a team, but now it's time to go play. Again in a matchup game. Top 5 matchup again, and I think we certainly have learned a little bit about the quarterback. We've learned a little bit about some of the guys who we didn't know early in the season, but. Our guys, and we have the pen to go write the script of what the season's going to look like, and that's really what matters. So, a big part of what you're saying is going to be what happens on Saturday.
And the Notre Dame win, going back to that game, does that give you a measuring stick for how good this team can be?
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of a barometer, I guess, but that game is so much different than this game. You learn a little bit from every game you play during the season, but that was a very good team. You can see what they did last week. So it certainly does give some guys who maybe haven't played a lot some confidence, knowing that we did win that game, and we could have played better and won by more, but we didn't, and but we did win the game. So there's kind of that again barometer that you use to say, okay, here's what I know playing in a game like that. Here's what I know I got to do if I'm going to improve, because that was a couple weeks ago, and we need to be, much further along than we were at that game.
All right, folks. That's Coach Day. A lot of detail on the injury situation. Did you like that? Insert sarcasm here. Yes. But anyways, that's all I got for you today. Talk to you tomorrow. Go Bucks.